Cottons start coming in on the 1st, organza on the 10th, silk chiffons after that. The only late arrival is the muslin, and we should have that by the 25th of the year 2010. Will that be too late?
Sure, that's... What?
You with me on this?
No. Actually, I'm not. I'm sorry.
What's the problem?
Women.
Ah, the mysterious woman enters your life.
Mm-hmm. I was so sure this one was going someplace, you know?
What happened?
I don't know. Everything was going along just fine, and then all of a sudden she freezes me out.
Is this something you said or did?
No, I don't think so. It has to be something, though. Something I'm not aware of.
I've been walking on air ever since. Eric just has an amazing effect on me.
Really?
I've been so concerned, you know, about this situation with Ridge and Thorne over Taylor, and I really haven't been able to think of anything else. But I spent 5 minutes talking it over with Eric, and I feel better.
He's very supportive, isn't he?
Yes, he is very supportive. He's also very intuitive. He always seems to pick up on things that I'm thinking. Listen to me, I'm just going on and on.
You sound like a woman who's in love. I had absolutely no idea you were this deeply involved with Eric.
Well, I suppose that's because I don't talk about it very much.
Maybe you should.
Why?
You keep it a secret too long and things happen. Or not.
What do you mean?
Does Eric know how you feel?
Oh, I'm sure he must have some idea.
I'm not.
Why, has he said something?
No, he hasn't. And that could be the problem. Stephanie, you're in love with him. And he should know that before someone else moves in and
makes a move on him?
It's not outside the realm of possibility. I mean, he is a very attractive, available man. You have got to make your move now. It's not going to fall into your lap, especially with a man like Eric.
Oh, maybe you're right. I mean, I want things to work out between us. You know, the truth is, when I think about the time that we've had together, the years that we had together, we really only had one brief period where we had major problems. Brooke was one of them. But except for that time, you know, we might still be married. I know they say you can never go back again, but I honestly think maybe the two of us could.
Oh, I think you can. But you have got to be aggressive. Don't wait. Because someone else won't. And I don't want that to happen to you.
You're so sweet. Thank you. You're such a good friend, Warren. Thank you so much for talking this out with me.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
So it looks like you're fitting in well here. Yes, the Foresters have been very good to me. One Forester in particular, I bet. Thorne has been very sweet. Sweet? You mean he's not coming on like a freight train? Freight train? Yeah, it's a figure of speech. I mean, he has a thing for you, Claudia. We all know that. Oh, you think he likes me? I think he a little more than likes you. Well, doesn't he? Thorne?
Don't say it, Taylor. Just open the tickets and look at where we're going.
Tahiti?
I found an island down there, uninhabited except for this little single villa. It's incredible, Taylor, and it's exactly what we need. Time alone for us to investigate this relationship.
alone is not in the picture for us.
It's in my picture.
Well, that picture is going to have to change.
Taylor, I can't go on with the rest of my life without first taking a closer look at this relationship.
There is no relationship. I mean, there is, but it is
See,
not what...
you don't even know what's going on between us.
There's nothing going on. There's nothing going on but a friendship.
Come on, Taylor, if that was the case, there wouldn't be a problem. But there is a problem, a big problem. Ridge and I both know what we want, but you don't. Now you have to decide.
You are trying to make this sound simple, and it isn't. And I'm telling you, if Ridge comes here right now and sees you doing this, he is going to go ballistic. You've got to stop this before something tragic happens.
It isn't going to stop.
Oh, please. But, you know, why? Why are you doing this to me, Thorne?
What am I doing? I have feelings, Taylor. Strong feelings. And I can't just deny them. Pretend they don't exist. My God, Taylor, you're a psychiatrist. How can you expect me to walk away from this?
Well, flying off to Tahiti is not the answer.
Well, why not?
For starters, Ridge would track us down and hang us.
Well, he doesn't have to know.
Oh, right. We're both missing for a week, and he isn't going to put two and two together and get suspicious.
Taylor, we have to do it. It's the only way that we can resolve this.
Thorne, no!
Taylor, no, listen. Just listen to me. Now, you deny this, but I know you're confused. Because if you weren't, Taylor, you would be married to Ridge right now. But you're not. So that means you need to sort it out. And the way that you sort this out is you have to figure out which one of us is going to make you happier. Now, you've spent time with Ridge, years of time. But you've never had any with me. That's what this is about, Taylor. A chance for you to see what it is to be with me. Alone, without distractions. Can't you see how valuable that would be for us? Do you think it would answer a lot of questions?
No, Michael, it's not like that. Claudia, I have seen Thorne when he's around you. He gets this goofy look on his face the way guys do when they really have it bad for a woman, you know?
I wish you were right.
Well, what makes you think that I'm not?
We were together the other night. In his bedroom. We were kissing and we stopped.
He stopped?
I did.
Why?
Because his heart wasn't in it. He had been drinking and Taylor had come over. He'd seen her with Ridge and he was down.
Wait a minute. Why would Thorne be upset about that?
Thorne has fallen in love with Taylor.
What?
Michael, it's a very complicated situation. Nobody can know about this.
No. I wouldn't say anything, but oh my God, Thorne and Taylor?
I was very surprised.
Yeah, I bet.
But I still have faith. I don't think it's hopeless.
Well, Taylor's totally committed to Ridge. Thorne doesn't stand a chance.
Probably not.
Probably?
I went to see Taylor.
Why?
Michael, I needed to know how she feels.
And?
And I think she's in love with both brothers.
No.
Yes. But she's a woman of principle. So I really think she'll do what's right.
And what is that?
To protect the family. Could you imagine if she encourages Thorne and Ridge found out?
Oh, my God. What this place could become.
I would not want to see that. And I know Taylor wouldn't either. She seems very committed to staying away from Thorne. She told me herself.
Anyway, that's enough about me and my problems. What about you? Things any better between you and Taylor?
Oh, a lot better. We had a great time last night.
So I'm told.
Taylor and I are going to be fine. That is, if Thorne stays the hell away, which I've got to believe that he will now, because I think he understands what will happen if he doesn't.
Ridge, you're being too hard on your brother.
Nothing compared to what I could be, Dad.
Thorne and Taylor are very close. Thorne's having a difficult time with Macy right now, and that's...
You know, I really don't care about Thorne's difficult time. Taylor is my fiancé.
Well, maybe in Thorne's eyes, you haven't been treating her very much like a fiancé lately.
Dad, please, don't you start on me now.
Look, he's just being sensitive to her, Ridge. When he has a very different way of looking at relationships than you do.
Yes, he does. He thinks if you're not writing poetry and sending flowers all the time, you don't know how to treat a woman.
It's a different approach, you have to admit that.
Then let him treat his own lady that way, not mine.
He will. Just give him a little time.
Okay, well, while he's taking his time, he better stay away from Taylor, because I'm not backing down on this.
But if it doesn't upset Taylor...
You know how she is, though. She has this soft spot for Thorne. She feels sorry for him.
Ridge, if that's all it is, then why not leave it alone? If he wants to visit her once in a while.
No. He pesters her. Worse than that, he badmouths me, and I don't need that.
Well, you could rise above it.
I have risen above it, Dad. I've been rising above it for a month now, and it's got to stop. And if he doesn't, he's going to have to pay the price.
What is this? Is this a threat I'm hearing here?
Yes, that's exactly what it is. I've had it with dealing with this guy. It's time for him to move on.
Ridge, you've got to be patient here, all right? Don't let this thing get out of hand.
Tell that to Thorne.
I will, but you're the one in control here. Thorne's having a very hard time right now.
You know, I'm really sick and tired of hearing about Thorne's problems. I was supposed to get married a month ago. That didn't happen. Do you know why? Because of Thorne. I have tolerated as much as I can in this whole situation, Dad. Now it's up to Thorne. Either he stays away, or I deal with him. Speaking of which, do you know where he is? I've got to get these invoices to him.
I don't know. Ridge, you and I are not finished with this conversation.
There's no more to be said, Dad. Period. I'm gonna find Thorne. I'll see you later.
Now, I promise, I will try my best to make sure that Ridge never finds out about this trip.
Do you know how impossible that would be?
Well, if he finds out, then he finds out.
Yeah, then all hell breaks loose.
Well, maybe it's time all hell should break loose around here. And things are way too tight.
Do you hear what you're saying? Do you realize how dangerous this is? It's like a minefield, Thorne. Every time you come over here to talk to me, you're risking the wrath of your brother. Now, that may not concern you, but the rest of your family, it scares us to death because we know the potential here.
Taylor, nothing radical is going to happen.
How can you say that? Look, the last time you and Ridge went at it over the same woman, something not very good happened. So don't tell me this is not deadly serious, because it is. I won't be a part of it. I am not going to be a part of a catastrophe in this family. I won't do it. Case closed.
Mother, do you know where Thorne went?
Isn't he in his office?
No.
Well, he's around here somewhere.
His car's gone. There are no appointments in his book.
Look, he's not gone down to see Taylor. He wouldn't go there.
You wanted to see me?
Yes, come in.
Eric, I hope this is about business, because if it's not...
Close the door and come in.
Eric, I'm very busy. What is it?
Why are you doing this?
Doing what?
No. Oh, no, don't. You know what I'm talking about.
We've been all through this.
I want to know what the hell is happening with you.
Nothing is happening to me.
You come in here and you tell me that you cannot see me anymore with no explanation. And nothing is happening with you? Something happened, and I want to know what it is.
I just need some space.
You have some space, Lauren. I haven't crowded you. You haven't crowded me either. That's what's been so good about this.
I'm sorry, I can't
No,
talk about
Laura,
this.
listen. Something caused this to happen, and you're going to tell me what it is. I'm not going to give up on you. Not without some kind of an explanation.
Okay, you want an explanation? I'm not interested in you, Eric. I'm just not.
Lauren, I don't believe you.
What do you have to see Thorne about?
Wanted to sign something.
Oh, well, that's all right. Leave it with me and I'll make sure he does.
I'd like to know where he is, though.
Well, he's here somewhere, or maybe he went to the gym. Maybe went for a workout.
I don't think so, Mother.
Please, don't jump to any conclusions.
If he went over there,
He didn't.
you don't know that.
I do know that. He would not go to see Taylor. Not after the other night. He knows the two of you belong together.
He knew that before, and that didn't stop him. If I find my brother at that beach house,
Ridge, please, don't. Ridge, don't go looking for trouble.
Something you always said to me, Taylor. If you ignore a problem, it doesn't go away.
The problem is that you refuse to understand how dangerous this is.
No, that's not the problem. The problem is that you and I have feelings for one another, and that freaks you out because of Rich. So instead of looking more closely, examining those feelings, and seeing what is there and what isn't, so we can make a decision, you choose to ignore them. Can't you see, Taylor, that if I don't get time alone with you, I will never be able to bring closure to this thing? I will always wonder what might have been.
There isn't anything here. There isn't anything here of romantic potential, Thorne.
You're not sure of that. You can't be.
How can you assume something like that?
Because look at you. You're angry. You're defensive. And a woman who is sure of herself does not act like that. Taylor, you're starting to see what I have known for a long time. Ridge is not meant for you. You're hanging onto a dream.
How dare you say that to me?
And marry him. If you're that sure about my brother, what are you waiting for?
Ridge isn't ready yet, so I'm not ready.
No, you're not. And there's a reason you're not ready, Taylor. And it's not because of Ridge. It's because there's someone else in the picture. Someone who cares. He cares deeply. And even though you don't want to admit it, you feel comfortable with him. You feel safe. Taylor, I'm not asking you to make any decisions. I'm not asking for your love or that you feel the way that I do. All I'm asking is for you to take the time out to look, to open your eyes and see what is there. Because I don't see you doing that. All I see is you clinging on to something like it is the only thing left. And it isn't. Open your eyes, Taylor. Don't be afraid. Open your eyes and see what's there. It might surprise you.